Hi travelers, I'm here with an open reading for you today. This is going to be a short open reading. Yesterday was March 6th, so we had those big shifts. We had the new moon in Pisces. We had Mercury go retrograde. We had the sun conjuncting Neptune, Vesta, and the new moon. And we had our Uranus go direct in Taurus. And there was a big news story that came out. Well, it didn't kind of come out. It led up to it, but there hasn't been a whole lot of details. And so somebody last night, thank you Skinny Bee, emailed me this information about an insurance company that was set to do a deal, a merger, making them the largest insurance company in the world. But the Michael Cohen testimony, when he was speaking about alleged insurance fraud by the Trump organization, kind of put the kibosh on that. Even though he didn't mention the company by name, that company just got subpoenaed yesterday. So that's why I tell you, when Uranus moves into Taurus, that affects your personal finances. Insurance is one of those things, but it also rules stocks and bonds and the stock market. So there were a lot of stock investors who were set to make a huge amount of money, but now that deal has fallen through. And that's also a Mercury retrograde aspect of sales and contracts and negotiations, that when he's in retrograde motion, contracts will fall through, people will renege. So there's a whole bunch of juicy components astrologically that are going down with that particular deal. So that's how it works sometimes. It doesn't always happen directly when there are big major moves, and then sometimes there's some information that was hidden from you that can come out under a Mercury retrograde. But then a lot of times there's information that you don't know that's being kept and hidden away from you. So basically, website members, I will be finished with the romance readings by Saturday. The mom that I usually share carpool duties with, I'm having to do all of the carpool this week because she's doing some extra stuff on her job. So that's kind of throwing my schedule off. For those of you who sent me all of the great information on how to, possible things that can happen with my eye that I could do, I really, really appreciate that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and have the surgery. I'm in the midst of trying to figure that out right now, scheduling. And then, let's see what else. Also, my 30-minute special is on sale, $10 off for both members and non-members. And that's going to run through until Sunday. Okay, if you think you might be interested in a personal reading, you can simply click on the eye that pops up in the right-hand corner of the video, and that'll take you directly over to the website. Please make sure that when you are filling out the form, if there are other people that are involved in the reading, that you give me their full name and their full birth date and their sun sign. Okay, so that means month, day, and year, full date, full name, and their sun sign. And that prevents me from having to do a whole bunch of emailing back and forth in terms of what's this, and make sure you delineate whose birthday is whose. So if it's mine, put me, and then your birth date, right? And your sun sign, and then let's say Hector's, and put his birth date and sun sign. So with that said, again, that's 30 minutes video reading special, $10 off for both members and non-members, and that's only going to be running until Sunday, and that's kind of my spring equinox, because Saturday night the time goes up an hour and we're going to spring forward into the spring equinox. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and use the Radiant White deck, and we're going to pull 9 cards. I have my playing cards, my Levita Sibilas, and the angel answer cards. That's how we're going to wrap it up. So be ready to formulate your question at the end of the reading. Do keep in mind, this is a general reading and the messages will not resonate with everyone, okay? I'm going to actually pull my Lenormands out too, and do three Lenormands on a card should I need to. So with that said, let's go ahead and lay the cards. 5 of Cups. I will show you these. Queen of Swords. We do have Venus making some kind of move, but I can't remember where she's moving to. I don't know if she's moving into Aquarius. I think that's where she's going. 2 of Swords. Well, Knight of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. And the Chariot card. I'll turn that down in a minute. It irritates me. 2 of Cups. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 9 of Wands. I have 2 2s here with the 3 right in the center. Oh, well. And the Wheel of Fortune. Now that is interesting. That's our 10 card that represents Jupiter in Sagittarius, which is where he sits now. The Chariot card represents the moon in the sign of Cancer. So it's in the future row. This could be a subtle timing issue with the tarot, telling us that around the full moon, or perhaps during the 2-week moon phase period, we just had the new moon yesterday, so the full moon will be coming up, that something will be changing, something major. Let me see what's under the deck. We have a Page of Swords. This is due to some kind of news or message that you're getting. Now, for some of you, this could be some kind of financial news. Certainly, it is a quote-unquote partnership kind of a deal. And there could be 3 people here. I dare say for some of you, there are 3 people involved in this situation. Whether that's good or bad, I can't say. We will be pulling cards on this. Let me turn my volume down. 2 2s speak to harmonious changes and communications and the need to make a choice. We see that here. Okay. The other 2. Oh, well, I only got 1 2 up. Hold on. The other 2 not 3, 2. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. The other 2 speaks to some kind of commitment or an engagement. Now, relationships are not always romantic. We have friendships, we have business relationships, we have familial relationships. So the 2 2s are just simply saying that there's some kind of commitment or engagement. Commitments are not always about marriage, or it's not always about proposals. This could be committing to some new business deal, some new joint venture, some new family thing. So again, it is going to depend on what your particular story is. I have in the spread itself 2 court cards, the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords would be an air sign individual, Gemini, Libra, and or Aquarius. If not that, this could be your sun sign, this could be your moon sign, this could be your rising sign, I don't know. If not that, then this speaks to perhaps her profession. Her profession would be a doctor, a lawyer, a dentist, a surgeon, a police officer, a soldier, a writer, an editor, somebody who, a publisher maybe. Those kinds of anywhere, any kind of job where there is perhaps the use of sharp implements, but also one where there may be intelligence and words that are involved. All right. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is going to be an earth sign individual, Taurus, Virgo, and or Capricorn. But the Knight doesn't come with a profession. Typically, he's somebody who's done a lot of study, and what he does is he comes to bring you this information or this news. Now, he is the slowest knight in the deck, And typically this says that if there's been a stagnant situation, then it will start to move forward rather speedily. And I'm normally it says quickly, but I'm going to say rather speedily, because on the other side of this is this Chariot card. Now, the Chariot card can imply fast movement, or it can be slow, deliberate movement. The main idea of the Chariot card is being able to harness both the negative and the positive of the situation or of yourself or emotionally, so that you can move forward and do exactly whatever it is that you want to do, whatever your intended thing is. Okay? Now, I feel for some of you, you have left something or someone behind. I have these 3 cups here. So let me show you the cards. There's the 5 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the 2 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the Chariot, the 2 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, and this big old honking Wheel of Fortune. And this is a 10 card, and 10s always speak to the end of a cycle. But the thing about the wheel is you can go up or you can go down. It's going to depend. Okay? Sometimes I see this, particularly with these 3 movement, quote unquote, cards of the Knight, the Chariot, and the Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, this could be about having to take a trip or a journey. Typically, this will be at a distance from you. Maybe some of you are waiting on an invitation to a party or travel. Maybe some of you are unaware that you're going to have to be taking a journey or a trip at this moment, perhaps back home. For some of you, this could just be simply travel in conjunction with work. Whatever this Knight is bringing, and Knights are always events for me. They never really show up as messages. Typically, in terms of them bringing news and messages, they're like the pages. But for me, when the Knights show up, a message arrives, something arrives, but then it moves a situation along. So that's why I say it's an event. Okay? Now, I have 2 cups, 2 swords, 2 coins, and 2 major arcana cards, and 1 lonely wand card here. With the 5 of cups to the 2 of cups gives me 7 cups. So that tells me that there might be a bit of confusion around whatever this commitment or partnership is. The 2 swords give me 3 swords. So this speaks to either some kind of miscommunication or disappointment, or necessary sacrifice, something you have to let go. The 2 pentacles give me a 4 of pentacles. So this is either a situation in which we are trying to move ahead, or we get some news about perhaps something that we want to build. Now, I have to be careful when I say that. This could be actually, maybe you want to build a house. But typically the coins represent the physical realm, the 3rd dimension. So this is clothes, shoes, cars, bank accounts, finances, those things. But it also implies some type of stability and groundedness. And we see that this Knight shows up, and he's taking this coin to these 3 people here. So the 3s imply the start of something, 2 things coming together to make a 3rd thing. This could also be the idea that you may want to go to some type of advisor or professional. You see that guy is on the bench there. He's above those, so that implies that he knows a bit more. They're getting his advice on the plans that they are trying to make or put together. Maybe they are altering something or renovating something. Maybe you're just redecorating your home. I don't know. This queen, however, to me is sitting very loftily. She's kind of like she's might be above the fray, so to speak. And I don't think she really is very concerned about what this Five of Cups is. That goes back to that necessary sacrifice thing. But the Two of Swords represents the idea of a stalemate. Um, Sometimes this is about mediation. Um, it is sometimes the idea of reserving um, judgment or reserving the way that you think because the information is not there, or you got the information but something just doesn't seem right. So that card is one of the hoodwinked cards. Is somebody lying to you, or are you really seeing what you think you're seeing, or at least what your intuition is telling you? Okay, so sometimes this card is about stillness and pausing and trying to reflect and really get a handle on what your intuition is telling you. You guys will hear me say all the time, this card, her left eye, at least that's the way this seems to me. I don't know if anybody else who uses these cards can see that. But her left eye is not fully covered. So a lot of times this is the idea that you know something's up. You actually see what's up, but you don't quite know what to make of it. So that's why I said it's kind of that reserving judgment. Twos always speak to choices, options, dualities, a crossroads, but sometimes it can also be an opposition, somebody who is against you, or some kind of situation that is against you, or you being against yourself, being conflicted about something. Okay? I honestly feel for some of you that this is about moving in some sense, leaving one place going to another. Now I don't know if this is you actually want to move home. I don't know if you actually are trying. You might need to move for work or a job or financial reasons, but there's definitely some idea of movement here and traveling. So it's kind of funny though, because the Five of Cups is saying that there's something that you feel perhaps sad about or that you've lost, but then suddenly along comes this knight, and it's not suddenly, it's taken a long time to get there, with this message, this offer that gives you an opportunity to formulate that partnership or new partnership. You see, there's two cups on the backside of that. So it's the same two cups being offered. Now, is there a third party here? Very well could be, because we do have this Knight of Swords over the top. I have these three figures here, the cups. I get the sense some of you may be dealing with the Leo. I don't know why that is, or at least a fire sign individual. Okay? I don't, the word Leo just literally showed up across the cards here for me. I don't know why that is. What I'm going to do is take a look to see. I can't look at the two court cards, and I cannot look at the two major arcana cards. So the cards that I will be checking are the Five of Cups, Two of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Nine of Wands, as they relate to these two major arcana cards. For some of you, I get a sense that something is going to majorly shift. But again, as I say, I can't tell you that this is going to be what you've been waiting on or what you've been hoping. I can't tell you that. Excuse me. So we're going to start with the, oh my God, oh hell, Five of Cups here. And sometimes this card is emotional readjustment for me. Taking that time to, let the tears flow. Be sad, be angry, but don't spend too much time in that energy. You may not have any clue where it is you're going. Listen to this. 5 of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune indicates that career opportunities, successful negotiations, and agreements in both your business and personal affairs will all be of a positive nature, but it is imperative that you act immediately. There's that other message, something coming like kind of out of the blue. Not out of the blue, but just quickly. It's an air energy. Okay? But what this is, I don't know. I do sense for some of you it's a financial opportunity to move, a job offer. For others of you, it may be a romantic relationship. But this 3 in the center is kind of giving me pause about that, to say that. The 2 of Swords. Let's see. Nothing about the 2 of Swords. 3 of Pentacles. That's 3 of Pentacles. Now, 3 of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. It tells you to have faith and trust in your own talents, as you will find success in your endeavors. Well, 2 of Cups. This is interesting because there's several messages. For some of you, this is really seriously just a work relationship. For others of you, this is, again, I think a romantic, but it is she who is sitting over the top of the whole spread, as if she's going to be the one to make the determination. And at the moment, she can either decide in your favor or she can go against your favor. Okay, that's really what I'm getting. What is this? The 2 of Cups. Nothing about the 2 of Cups. So let's look at the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is a card of battle, of rest, of the cards are suspicion, boldness, readiness, strength, suspension, delay, adjournment, discretion, discernment, persistence and perseverance, unexpected gain, stability, knowledge, ability, defense, resilience, and reward. Those are the keywords for that card. And I do sense that some of you are suspicious of whatever this 2 of Cups is talking about. Just the way that the guy's looking at the card. Just the way he's looking at it. It implies rewards and beneficial gains brought about by past deeds. Hardships and struggles in the past have built resilience and character, and this is now being acknowledged. With this comes a more balanced, mature, and discerning approach to life's problems and issues. It is a message to use your discretion and to maintain control of your personal interests. It asks you to hold on to your belief set. Well, that's what that's all about. Sagittarius is about faith, philosophy, religion, belief systems. Okay? And to protect your own affairs. You have the knowledge, mindset, and ability to succeed at whatever you set your mind to. Do not allow others to sway you from your path. It may be indicating that your life seems to be at a standstill. You are asked to hang on to your beliefs, stand firm, and know what needs to be done, then do it. You will have the strength, knowledge, and ability to see this through to fruition. Perseverance and persistence is the key. You are asked to remember where you have been and what you have experienced so far in your life. You are asked to use discernment and discretion always, and that's what she's all about. This is a diplomatic, tactful, no nonsense, straight to the point kind of a person, okay, who can clearly see things objectively and is quite farsighted. Okay. 9 appearing in a reading indicate that a completion of events, and therefore there is a focus on strength and opposition. We see that something's about to change. It indicates that there could be a suspension of events with you having the advantage at the present time. It suggests that there has been a conflict previously and you are forewarned that there may be more to come ahead of you. It can indicate obstinacy, but also tells of eventual victory, although steady force must be applied. If this is something about your health, it may be telling of a recovery from an illness of some kind, and there is a feeling of getting better. I personally feel that the idea of suggests that there has been a previous conflict and you are forewarned that there's more to come. I just kind of get, because sometimes this guy's not that nice. So those are our meanings, and I only have the 2 2s. So what I'm going to do, because this Three of Pentacles in the center, not so much so that it's the 3 of Pentacles. Touching up on this 5 of Cups card, there's just something about it. So I'm going to pull 3 Lenormands on this 3 of Pentacles. It's right in the center. And we have this third quote-unquote person off on the other side. Again, there's some moon timing here. The 2 moons. See the quarter moon or half moon? I don't know if it's a quarter moon. And then he's got 2 quarter moons on his shoulders as well. So this is our timing. So between, let me take a look. Let me take a look. The new moon was yesterday, and it was in Pisces. The full moon will be in Virgo, Libra. I'll be changing to Virgo on March 20th. The 2 2s and the 10. But our first quarter moon will be March 14th. Okay, that's our 2-week time frame. From the 1st to the 14th, that's 2 weeks. And then there's 2 weeks after. So that's what I was saying at the very beginning. So let's take a look at this it's a 2-week time frame. Some of you may have been waiting for years for this offer of this partnership to come. The reason why I say that, that's what the Pentacles represent. For some of you, it may have been 1 year. For others of you, it may be 3 years, maybe 4 years at the max. And maybe some of you have had to determine whether or not you wanted to continue or turn your back on it and do something else. Well, that is the opposition with self, right? Why? Maybe you couldn't get the other person to agree on anything with you. Whatever that is. We're going to look at that 5 of Cups with the Sibyllus. Well, there's that block that I was talking about. The Mountain. Obstacles, delays, and hassles. Wow. The stars. There's a man. Now, the man is typically in the Lenormand card the most important man in your life. But he can be your father. He can be your brother. He can be a potential lover, a spouse, a husband. But he can also simply just be somebody that you work with. And I keep bringing that up because these are Pentacles cards. Okay? The stars always represent hope, faith, wishes, dreams. Sometimes they can show up like fate, okay? But not quite. It's not the key card. It's not the cross card. It's the star card. It can speak to clarity. Sometimes I've seen in the Lenormands where it will speak about online something happening online. But the Mountain always speaks to something that's been delayed. And remember I said, typically when this guy shows up, it tells you that whatever stagnant situation was happening, okay? Sometimes this card with this can describe the individuals, telling you that he may be a loner, somebody who's single, or somebody who's rather cold and distant, difficult to deal with. But he might be well known, okay? So the cards are, Lenormands do speak quite clearly and distinctly. However, it says that this person is indifferent. Maybe that could be why. It says a lack of motivation, the Mountain and the Star, and your dreams are blocked. It says that he's an indifferent man, right? No matter what you say, what you do, you can't move him. Could be. It says that he is successful. Well, that might make sense on the idea of building something. But that would explain the character of the man. It says he might be successful or famous. Well, let's put these to the side because I want to look at this. In other words, it's somebody tough that you're dealing with. no matter how you look at it. You know, it's funny that he shows up at he's the number 28 card. That's when Mercury stations direct. And that could be when these blocks start to move. Something changes. Maybe what you've gotten is a precursor information. And you just like, oh, hell. You know what I mean? But even still, the Star card tells you not to give up hope. And then you've got those other messages too that are telling you, don't let people sway you from whatever it is you're trying to do. You can be successful in whatever it is, even if there's somebody trying to block you. Okay. Well, look, it's another Wheel of Fortune. Isn't that funny? Dinari. Wow. Consolante sorpresa. So in other words, the Wheel of Fortune came in, you had to let something go. And this may indeed have been finances. But what's on the backside of that, it wasn't as bad as you thought it was. It's a consolation. So maybe this is some split or breakup in a relationship, be it business, be it family, be it romance, whatever the case may be. But look, let me take a look at this Two of Swords here. Well, isn't that interesting? I'm going, okay, I'll take that shit, and then you just keep it moving. But here's this Two of Swords over here. Now, I don't want to say this might be somebody coming back, but this could definitely be a second bite at the apple. Right? Question is that what you want to do? Some of you look like you done had a damn enough already. Right? The precious presence. There he is again. The Gran Signore. And the Donna de Servizio. Well. Remember I said this card is about mediation? That's funny. Because on both sides, we're talking about finances, we're talking about luck changing, we're talking about consolations, maybe, not getting everything that you wanted, but you got something out of it. But now we see that somebody is having perhaps second thoughts, or maybe there might be some argument or conflict over whatever these presents are supposed to be. Or someone second guessing that. But the Donna de Servizio is the... she's the helper card. Okay, she's always positive when she shows up. So she's like the action verb. So maybe this is two men and two choices and two options that you have. One person is cold, is indifferent, and the other person's like, I don't know. Maybe that's not, what she's saying is not so bad. I don't know. Maybe I should give her presents and gifts. I don't know. Let's take a look and see what this Nine of Wands is trying to tell us. Well, the Prigione. Get out. The Lamante, male lover. So this is same-sex or heterosexual. Whomever's going to take the role of the male. Whomever's going to take the role of... Maybe some of you got 3 people to choose from. How the hell do I know? Well... Isn't that a weird set of cards? The Prigione. Well, we see that this person is indifferent and difficult to deal with. But then here's this Lamante who's looking back over the fact that he's being difficult and obstinate. Okay? But then here is the Yardro, the theft of services and goods. So there is a conflict here. I just don't understand what the conflict is or why. So obviously that means we're going to pull cards on this Wheel of Fortune here. Huh. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? I tell you, these cards always surprise me. Disgrazia, an extremely misfortunate event. The Stanza, the card of communication. Look, there have been arguments there. See how everything's askew in the room and there's nobody there. Holy shit. But then there's Amore. That's Cupido. So sudden passion. Now, I don't know if the cards are telling me that you've had difficulty with one individual and you may get a chance to, if not reconcile, to rectify this situation. I don't know if the cards are telling me that there's a new man who's on the scene who's just going to come and make that shit all better no matter what. And maybe this Yardro is the idea, holy shit, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I really want to be the lover, but now somebody done stole her away or stole him away from me. I don't know. So let's take a look. Isn't that something? Wow. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 cards, plain cards, on the Nine of Wands, Prigione, Lamante, Yardro, and 3 cards on the Precious Presence, Gran Signore, Donna di Servizio. Huh. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all got a side dude. I don't know. 7 of Hearts. 7 of Spades. And the 8 of Spades. Well, well, well. Well, some major kind of relationship issue here. Maybe this is a breakup. I don't know. I'm not. Look. 6 of Diamonds. The Joker card. That's our Tower card, like Uranus card. This is our Tower card. There is a Uranus, I think Uranus-Jupiter opposition coming up. I think so. No, I don't think so. Because Jupiter is in Sagittarius, Uranus is in Taurus. So no, it's not an opposition. This is some kind of planetary configuration. Ace of Spades. Well. The 2 sevens. This is definitely some relationship issue that did not go well. Someone whose interest in you is unreliable, someone with fickle affections for you. It can also indicate lovesickness. With the 8 of spades, I don't know, sound like dude is confused. 8 of spades says temptation, misfortune, danger, and upsets. Well, hell yeah, the thief. Misfortune, upsets, we see it. Up here, the 6 of diamonds. There's been some kind of fight here. It says relationship problems, arguments, and a separation. The wild card just means that the Joker is just that it's something unexpected and uncontrollable. Okay? Brought about by these Wheel of Fortunes. With this Ace of Spades, now it says misfortune. Again, sometimes associated with death, but more often than not, a difficult ending. And maybe this is telling me that this person is moving on. But again, I dare say, there's more to this story than meets the eye. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Formulate your question for the, I wish I could tell you more. You know, sometimes we're not meant to get the answer right then and there. But what I will tell you is the cards are definitely letting you know something is coming, something is on the way. And there's definitely going to be a change. Most definitely. Like I said, whether good or bad, I can't say. This doesn't mean love. In the Sibilis, that's the Limoneo card. That's the card of commitments. This is a sudden attraction. Okay? There's no commitment behind it. There's no permanence behind it. It just means that's, you know, something. One card. It just says success. I have no clue what that means. But again, it's almost like I was saying to you, it's like whatever this bad thing is, it really isn't that important. You may be quite confused. There may be a lot of noise coming at you. It's like the wheel turned against you, but then it's going to turn back for you. Okay? I don't know what that means for you, though. All right? The success card. Congratulations, you're on the road to success. You needn't have any reservations about your situation as it's going to work out beautifully. Part of living a successful life is taking care of yourself. It's wonderful to have many things to be grateful for, but make sure you don't wear yourself down by working too hard. Take time to enjoy peace in your life. And I always say, if this is a breakup, okay, the best revenge is living well. So that's what I have for you. I don't forget that I've got the 30-minute reading, $10 off for both members and non-members. Click the I. And thank you for allowing me to read for you. Until next time, namaste.